miles to Malang. The morning air in Surabaya felt fresher than usual. It was Eid al-Fitr, and our neighborhood echoed with takbir from every mosque speaker, the kind of symphony that makes your heart swell even before you open your eyes. I had woken up before dawn, groggy but giddy, because even though I barely had 4 hours of sleep, it was the day of forgiveness, of family, and let's be honest, of food. At 6:15 a.m., we walked together to the mosque for the Eid prayer. Men in a wet baju koko, women in a colorful mukana, kids in matching outfits. It was like the entire city had agreed to be beautiful today. We laid down our sajada, listened to the khutbah under a warm sun, and when the prayer was done and we arrived at home, we hugged one another. Minal aizin wal faizin ya, I said to mom and dad. Mohon maaf lahir dan batin. They replied, tears eyes as always. The first of many apologies that day. After breakfast, a dangerous early portion of ketupat and opor ayam, we loaded the car for annual Lebaran tradition, visiting our relatives in Malang. It was a 2-hour drive on a good day. On it though, more like 3 to 4 hours depending on how many other people had the same brilliant idea as us. I sat in the back seat with my younger brother, while Dad drove and Mom sat beside him. We brought extra pillows, cold water bottles, and enough snacks to feed a small army. Mom had even packed tissue boxes and hand sanitizer like we are crossing a desert instead of going to the mountains. As we joined the highway, the roads were already alive with the hum of family doing exactly what we are doing. From the window, I saw cars stuffed with the people in matching outfits, motorcycles carrying boxes of gifts, and truck with a truck fluttering like a giant wings. My younger brother started humming a takbir tune while munching on potato chips. Are we there yet? He asked. We just passed Waru, Dad chuckles. Still a long way to go. I leaned my head against the window, watching the scene pass by green rice fields and small warungs with the Eid greetings on cardboard sign, and the associational banner wishing safe journey to the travelers. By 9:15 a.m., we stopped at a rest area near Pandaan. The place was overflowing. People were queuing for the toilets, buying snacks, and taking photos by flower beds like it was a tourist spot. We grabbed a bench near a tree and opened the snack bag. Eat slowly, Mom warned my younger brother, handing him a resource. Remember last year I won't throw up. My younger brother mumbled through a full mouth. After a 20-minute break, we were back on the road. The elevation slowly increased as we approached Malang. The air got cooler and fresher. I flung the windows open and let in the breeze full of pine's aroma and distant blossom. The color of the sky here looked bluer as I thought the air was itself drawing in a great loom of oxygen after the month of fasting. At 11:30 a.m., we finally arrived. Grandma's house lay in between soft hills surrounded by fruit tree and tall grass. The crunch of gravel as we drove over it, it was the most comforting sound I had heard all day. The farmyard was already filled with cars. Our cousin had beaten us. Assalamualaikum, we called out together. Waalaikumsalam, Grandma answered from the porch, her voice full of love. Come in, she said. We rushed in for hugs, her arm soft and warm, her smile brighter than the sun. Inside the house was coming alive. Auntie in batik kebaya stirred humongous pots, cousin in bare feet on the tilted floors, and the living rooms permeated with the aroma of coffees, coconut milks, and fried onions. After we laid our bags to rest, Sungkem time had arrived, bowing to request forgiveness. I kneel before Grandma. Minal izin wal faizin, Nek. Mohon maaf lahir batin. She placed her hands gently over mine. I forgive you, Nak. You have grown so much. One time, each of us did the same. The room fell silent as each person took their turns, and then, as if a switch was turned, it was loud once more, loud bells and the noise of dishes. Lunch was served buffet style, and my goodness, what a feast! Opor ayam, rendang, sambal goreng ati, kering tempe, acar, and huge bowls of lontong sayur. I peeled my plate as if I had not eaten for a year. Don't forget the kerupuk, that's it, handing me a crispy shrimp cracker. I was sitting with my younger brother and some of my cousins near the window. We ate cross-legged, fingers greasy, hearts full. I wish we lived here, my younger brother said between bites. Me too, I said, at least until school starts again. After lunch, Grandma called the older kids to help serve dessert as buah and pudding. I passed around bowls, careful not to spill, but I followed accidentally, sampling from every tray. One cousin dropped a spoon, and the whole table burst out laughing like it was the funniest thing in the world. Everything felt easier here. The younger kid lit sparkles outside. I could hear their excited circles as the tiny lights danced in the afternoon air. Inside, some of adults napped, their snores bleeding with the sound of the distant azan from a hilltop mosque. I joined my younger brother on the porch steps. We watched a lizard crawl across the stone wall. The sky was turning a gentler blue. Remember we used to chase cats here? I asked him. He nodded, yeah, and I fell in that ditch. We laughed, the kind of laughter that only comes when you are remembering something together. Something embraced and beautiful at the same time. At around 3:30 p.m., we picked up, and Grandma gave us a box filled with leftovers wrapping tightly in plastic bags. Eat it for a dinner, she said, or tomorrow or next week. We hugged her again and promised to call, promised to come back soon, promised all the things were always promised. Back in the car, my younger brother turned to me. Will next year it be able to celebrate together again with the whole family at the grandma house like this year? I paused then smiled softly. Inshallah, if Allah asks to get her again like this. Destiny, no one knows, we only pray. Is it true, right? The mom stretched her feet, Dad turned on a podcast and began the careful distance from the hills. The return trip was quieter. The sun dipped behind the trees, and the shadow grew long. I watched motorcycles zip past us, the driver still in the Lebaran clothes, probably rushing to catch the evening prayer. The road shimmered with gold from the setting sun, and for a moment everything felt scared. We reached at exactly 6:11 p.m. just as the Maghrib azan echoed from our neighborhood mosque, the same familiar voice that sang the takbir that morning. Full circle. The city greeted us with the warm smell of fried shallows driving from neighborhoods' kitchens, and the distant sound of fireworks popping like a tiny heartbeats. I remember how, when I was younger, I used to think fireworks were a magical prayer to little bursts of hope lighting up the sky. As we passed the familiar corner store and the old man selling balloons, I realized how much we grow up. Not just our height or age, but in the same way, we hold memories now like something precious too valuable to let slip away. Lebaran wasn't just a celebration, it was a return, a reminder. We carried food a container inside the and changed out our clothes. The house was darker now, lit only by the golden evening light sneaking through the windows. As we sat for the dinner, yes, marketepat and opor, I looked at my family, that quietly chewing, mom pouring tea, my younger brother snoring lightly at the table, his head on his arm, and I thought this was it. It wasn't about perfection, it about presence. The laughter in Grandma's kitchen, the bumps on the road, the second part of rendang, the way we always come back to each other, those were the pieces that made it whole. That night, I slept with the window open and a full stomach, the sound of it still dancing in the air. We were tired, we were full, we were together, and that was enough.